Much of the country is in the grip of life-threatening heat.
More than 80 temperature records shattered this week.
You're at risk for heat stroke.
Heat is already the leading cause of weather-related deaths.
Extreme heat.
Extreme heat.
Extreme heat is becoming a dangerous new normal.
Here in Arkansas, where I live and work, we have the third highest rate of heat deaths in the nation. The effects of extreme heat are also exacerbated by our country's housing crisis. That's a subsidized housing tower, and you can see ahead of us, you have public housing. The cost of rent is making it harder to afford other things, such as utilities for air conditioning. Something that I had not anticipated when I began this work was that I would have to fight with people who were trying to exploit disaster survivors. They target people who are low income, elderly, and disabled, like my clients.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm feeling okay.
I have lupus, fibromyalgia, Arnold-Chiari malformation, and mitral valve prolapse. There are several days I can't get out of bed. So I was grateful to finally receive my disability benefits in 2019 and move into the Greenbrier apartments with my children.
Greenbrier Apartments is a HUD-subsidized project in Hot Springs, Arkansas. In 2023, there was a nationwide heat wave, and in the middle of that heat wave, the landlord threatened to take all of the air conditioners away unless the tenants could pay him hundreds of dollars, which under those circumstances is not legal. Some people were not able to pay, and he sent his maintenance people in and had them physically kick the air conditioning unit out the window. He's on the record saying, "I will let them fry."
With my disabilities, I am extremely susceptible to extreme heat. It could cause hospitalization and worse.
In your apartment, how hot was it?
On the inside, it was about 97, 98 degrees on my thermostat.
Fortunately, we were able to get a restraining order preventing the landlord from removing the air conditioners. But we couldn't force him to fix the ACs that stopped working.
My air conditioner went out, I believe it was the first or second week of July. I sent my children to live with family because the conditions in the house were so hot, it was unhealthy. It was horrible being separated from my children, but it was the only way that I was going to keep them safe during the summer. When I began asking the landlord to fix my AC unit, that's when the eviction notices started coming. He tried to evict most of my neighbors as well.
I got all of those evictions thrown out, but according to the regressive housing law in Arkansas, if your air conditioner breaks, you can hope that your landlord fixes it, but if they don't, the only remedy is that you can move. When you are low income and disabled, moving isn't really an option. Crystal was a tenant at Greenbrier. Crystal and her son are both disabled. Crystal's air conditioner stopped working. The landlord never repaired it. Crystal's son was hospitalized because of the extreme heat. The Department for Children's Welfare removed him from the home and he was placed in foster care because it was so hot in the unit. The last time I saw Crystal, she told me that it was getting hot in her apartment again. She fell into a coma and never woke up. Losing Crystal really showed us what was at stake. We convinced HUD that they had to relocate the tenants. But there should have been laws in place already that would protect those tenants, including Crystal. And so we are fighting back against this landlord with disability discrimination claims under the Fair Housing Act and also deceptive trade practices claims. I would like for him and other people like him to realize that legal aid will take it to trial and it will cost at least $70,000 in attorney's fees if we win.
I feel like if Adrieanna had not been there to advocate for myself and the other tenants, we would have been homeless.
Keep going.
Being reunited, all of us together again, is the best feeling. It's like we can get back to our game nights and, just dance parties in the living room like we used to do.
I'm incredibly grateful for the support of Equal Justice Works and the way that they have empowered me to work in my own community. I wasn't able to get legal justice for Crystal while she was alive, but what we're doing right now is the next best thing, and that's moral justice, shining a light on these issues and continuing to fight in her honor.